Hey everyone, version 5.7 is officially set to run from June 18th to July 30th, which means we're looking at a full 42 days of content, events, and of course, primogem opportunities.
Who else is trying to pull for their favorite character, but the primogems just aren't enough? Don't worry, I've got a way to save money and get double the Genesis crystals. This is lootbar.gg. It works just like the in-game top-up system, but with up to 25% off, and new users even get a 10% extra discount. See this? The regular $100 pack only costs $81 on Lootbar, and each update they release an exclusive $72 bundle available for your first purchase every version. All you need is your UID. No password, no login. Just pick your bundle, select your server, and your crystals get delivered in about 5 minutes. Lootbar has awesome reviews. It's fast, secure, and trusted by tons of players. If you're planning to recharge for Genshin or Star Rail, don't waste your money. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and top up now with Lootbar. Safe, fast, and way more affordable. And don't miss that 10% off while it lasts.
As always, the absolute backbone of your primogem income will be those trusty daily commissions. Doing these simple tasks every single day will net you 60 primogems, adding up to a solid total of 2,520 primogems over the patch. On top of that, we're getting new quests in version 5.7, and you can expect around 340 primogems in total from that content. Now, let's talk about the Spiral Abyss. It resets once per month, but in this version, we're only getting one reset within the 5.7 window. That means if you're able to clear all 12 floors, you'll be able to claim a sweet 800 primogems. We also have another reset coming from the Imaginarium Theater, and just like the Spiral Abyss, you can snag another 800 primogems from clearing it entirely. Now, let's talk about the big new addition, the Tumult Subduer. This is the new Abyss-like endgame mode that's being introduced in version 5.7, but don't stress out too much. You won't need to clear all the content to get primogems from it. You'll be able to earn up to 450 primogems just by doing difficulties 1 through 3, which is fantastic news for more casual players who don't want to grind the toughest bosses. And trust me, that's welcome news considering how hard these bosses are starting to get. We're also getting 4 character trials this patch: Skirk, Emily, Shenhei, and Mavuika. Each trial gives 20 primogems, which means a total of 80. On top of that, Paimon's Bargain Shop will reset once during the patch, giving you 5 pulls worth of Stardust Exchange, and that's another 800 primogems right there. Now, on to events. We've got quite a few planned, although we'll get the full rundown during the 5.7 special program, which is scheduled for tomorrow. Depends on your time zone. Based on what we know so far, the total primogems expected from the events in this patch are 2,190. That's fairly standard, but we're definitely hoping some surprises get added. Either way, I'll be doing a full breakdown of all events after the live stream, and of course, I'll also post all 3 redeem codes worth 100 primogems each the moment they go live. So, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on those because they expire really fast. Speaking of that, the 5.8 special program will also happen in 5.7 in the second phase, and we'll be getting 3 codes worth 300 primogems in total from that. And somewhere throughout the version, we usually get at least 1 additional redeem code worth 60, so we'll count in 360 primogems from promo codes. And of course, don't forget the regular update maintenance that happens right after a new patch drops. That's another 600 primogems for everyone. Now let's total it all up. If you're playing completely free-to-play, with no Welkin Moon and no Battle Pass, you're looking at around 9,160 primogems throughout version 5.7. That equals roughly 57 pulls, give or take. And yeah, that's not bad, but it's not amazing either. To compare, in version 5.5, free-to-play players were able to get almost 13,000 primogems. So while this isn't the worst patch ever, it's definitely weaker, even with the addition of Tumult Subduer. Now, if you're running Welkin Moon, you'll get an additional 90 primogems every single day. Over the course of 42 days, that's exactly 3,180 extra primogems. When you add that to the free-to-play base of 9,160, your total goes up to 12,140 primogems, which equals roughly 81 pulls. And if you're also buying the Battle Pass on top of that, you get another 1,220 Primogems, bringing your new total up to 14,260 Primogems, about 89 pulls in total for the version. So yeah, that's the math. And like I said earlier, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not great either, especially when you look at what's coming. Skirk is almost guaranteed to be in Phase 1 of version 5.7, which means you'll need your Primogems ready the moment the patch drops. If you used most of your resources on Escoffier, it's going to be really tight trying to secure Skirk, especially since she's not very free-to-play friendly to begin with. She really shines only when paired with premium supports like Escoffier, Furina, Yelan, or Shenhe. Without them, her performance drops drastically. Don't get me wrong, if you do have those units, she's a monster, but in free-to-play teams, she's definitely not S-tier anymore. She's still viable and strong, just not insane. And if you're planning to go for both Skirk and Mavuika, or for Emily and Shenhe, this version will really stretch your resources to the limit. Not to mention that we're still getting closer to version 6.0 and the release of Nod Cry, which means more power creep, more must pulls, and potentially another wave of broken units on the horizon. Honestly, I thought we'd get more Primogems this time around, especially with Tumult Subduer being introduced as a brand new endgame mode. But the total number of Primogems is still far from the level we had during earlier patches with region expansions. No new map means no exploration Primogems. And while we're in the tail end of Natlan, it does feel like we're being starved a bit before Nod Cry hits. So, what does that mean for you? Well, it means you need to plan carefully. If you already pulled on Escoffier and want Skirk, make sure to clear every single source of Primogems this patch. If you're aiming for Emily or Shenhe in Phase 2, maybe hold off and skip Phase 1 entirely. Mavuika is probably the safest choice in terms of raw value. She's powerful, consistent, and doesn't require a ton of premium supports to get good results. But again, that's just my opinion. As always, pull for who you love. But if you're trying to be as efficient as possible with your pulls and are focused on meta, these numbers definitely matter. And if you want to get Primogems at a very cheap price, go to lootbar.gg with up to 25% discount on your Genesis Crystal top-ups, and with my link, you get an additional 10% discount. Let me know in the comments how many Primogems you currently have saved up and who you're pulling for in 5.7. Thanks for watching and best of luck with your pulls. I'll see you all again after the special program with a full event and banner breakdown, plus all the new promo codes. Don't miss it. While I was editing this video, 2 live stream codes of 5.7 were leaked. Apparently, with the change of format of the codes, some people tried to guess them and got it. This is funny. Here I leave them in case you want to claim them before. There is still a code to be discovered.